Sure.
Okay. Without taking away the severity and the pain of it, I want to give you a helpful exercise, not you. I'm talking to my listeners of when you have extreme anger with parents, I want you to start realizing that anger is what's keeping you safe. Anger is a boundary. Anger, whenever somebody crosses a boundary or has hurt you in any way, it causes you to feel anger. And that anger is your body reminding you that you're not going to let yourself get hurt. You're going to make sure that nobody crosses that boundary. And you're going to have that anger, that feeling of anger. And the way we usually express that feeling of anger and the way we work with that anger is we direct it at a person, in this case, our parents. So we have anger because we feel hurt or boundaries are crossed, and we direct this anger at our parents. They hurt us, they hurt me, and the anger is there. And I want you to start looking at anger just a little bit differently from this conversation. And let me tell you how. Anger doesn't take away how they hurt you. When I say don't use the anger in a different way, they hurt you, and I want you to remember that they hurt you. Don't just make believe it didn't happen. I'm not talking about that. Chas v'shalom, you were hurt, and I'm sorry about that. But I want to give you a tool to use this anger for growth, as opposed to staying stuck. And there's a place to be a victim, and it's healthy to be a victim. It's a stage, not to stay in victimhood. It's a stage. But once we passed it, once we've been a victim long enough and we've sat with it long enough, I'm encouraging you to take that anger and become a survivor, pass through that victim. And I'll tell you how I think not the easiest because it's not easy. I want to tell you a way that I think you can do it. This anger, when you feel this anger, you're experiencing a process in life. You're experiencing anger. You're re experiencing something. And if you're taking this anger and you're sort of handing it on a platter to another person by being angry at that person, by directing the anger at that person, what you're doing is you're inviting them into your experience every single day. You're inviting them into your experience of anger every time you get angry. I want you to be selfish. I want you to be selfishly angry. I want you to use this anger just for you. Stop taking the people that hurt you into every experience of anger that you have. Stop taking the people that hurt you and making them control or own that anger. Be selfish. Use that anger for yourself only, for your growth, for you to be able to move on. And the way to do that is to take that that feeling of anger and just disconnect it from any human being. Make it experience the feeling of anger. And I understand they're going to keep popping into your mind, but nobody else is involved in that experience of anger. Sit with that anger and cry through that anger and feel the anger and feel it go through your body. And if I'm not telling you to do this for hours, do this for 5, set the timer, do it for a few minutes at a time. You could pendulate, you go in and out of it. There's so many methods and ways of doing it. But be selfish. Use that anger selfishly to grow, because underneath that anger, there's so much pain. There's so much pain that you were not secure. You were not safe. You were not loved. You were alone. You were abandoned. You were hurt time and time again. And that pain is so painful that the best thing we can do, the best way we can cope is just put that anger right across it and never go deeper into that pain. And it stays like that because we keep on bringing the people that hurt us into that anger by putting the anger on them. So I'm begging you all, get the support you need, firstly. But if you're doing this alone, and you should never have to do this alone, maybe somebody, a good friend, anybody, whoever it is, ask them to hold space for you while you dip your toes into that anger just a little bit without connecting it to another person other than yourself. Be selfishly angry and use it to grow. And I wish I could shout this from the rooftops because I'm not taking away the abuse. I'm not taking away the feelings and hardships and pain that comes with it. All I'm saying is become selfish about it. This abuse made you into a people pleaser, a selfless person that thinks that nothing is you, everything is everybody else, not thinking about yourself. With anger, I want you to think about yourself only. Be selfish with it and use it to grow. I think that's the message that I would love to share.